all the speakers before me, and then the one that's coming after me. I'm excited to be here. So thank you all so much for everything. And we're going to get in because I got 20 minutes to give you what I got, okay? And yeah, that was country, real country. I'm gonna give you what I got. I'm doing it. I'm excited about it too. So I'm gonna give you this information. I'll tell you what I got to tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I told you, and then we're gonna be done, okay? Is that okay? So we're gonna roll. So my name is Candace. Again, how to live a tax-free life. I'm gonna jump right in so that we can really get all of the jewels that are here. I want to just share some good info before I get into all the stuff about me. So did you know that the rich actually pay less in taxes percentage-wise than you do? It's something to think about, right? It kind of almost makes you mad when you consider this whole concept that people that are making tons of money, right? They're making tons of money. They're bringing in all this stuff, and they pay less taxes. I don't understand, right? Well, it's happening every single day. And when we look at it, we have to think about just who are these people. Well, I'm gonna give you some examples. Warren Buffett actually pays a lower tax rate than his secretary. Now, do you know who Warren Buffett is? He's like one of the greatest people as it relates to investing. He's a billionaire, okay? Let's be clear. He's a billionaire. And pays the same tax or less tax rate than his actual secretary. That's huge. And then you got Mitt Romney, who's actually a senator. Mitt Romney made $20 million. You hear me? $20 million back in 2012, and his tax rate was about 13.9%, which is the same as a person who makes about $50,000, a $50,000 salary. So people like me and you, we're making money, right? And we're like, yeah, we're doing well, but people who are making millions and billions of dollars are paying the exact same tax rates as we are. Now, that makes me think that must be something going on that I don't know, right? Well, I'm gonna say we didn't know, because when you know better, you do better. Yes, come on. When you know better, you do better. And now we're gonna start doing better, because today I wanna teach you some stuff that you should know, and how to kind of start and jumpstart your life to where you can live what I call a tax-free life. Now, let's be very clear about that before I go into Mr. Bezos. A tax-free life doesn't mean that you're not gonna pay taxes. When you go to the store, you're still gonna pay taxes, right? You'll pay the sales tax and things like that. What I'm referring to is the tax that you're not required to pay. Now I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna say that again. I'm referring to the taxes that you're not required to pay, because when you think about federal taxes and state taxes, those are taxes that come through, but you can always modify them and modify how much you pay based around how you file your taxes. So I like to call them optional, because if I know the right rules, I won't be paying any of those things. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Here we go. Jeff Bezos, all right? He's the owner of Amazon. I like to call Amazon amazing. They're so great. But anyway, he's the owner of Amazon, worth $153 billion. He paid $0 in taxes this year, y'all. Yes, I said it. $0 in taxes this year. And actually, they got about $160 million refund. He made what? Come on, billions of dollars, and he got a refund? Something is happening. Something is going on to where they have some knowledge and some information that we don't know anything about, right? So when we think about it, it's like, how can I do that? Well, let's also be clear. Let's know where we're starting before we know where we're going. 93% of self-employed people, how many percent? 93%. That means if we have 100 people on this call right now, that means 93 of them, 93 are overpaying their taxes every single year. Wow. I'm gonna say it again. 93% of the self-employed people are overpaying their taxes every single year. And we look at it, we're like, well, why is that? Because most times it's just because we don't know. We don't know any better. We don't know how to follow the rules of the wealthy. We feel like those conversations are for those people. All those things are happening. But honestly, the thing that we have to do is to understand how to shift and to begin to put our money back into our pocket. And my name is Candace, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Today, I'm gonna give you some snippets, some good tips, so that you can at least get started on your journey to living a tax-free life. So I'm excited about it, Brian. We're gonna jump in, and I hope that you all wrote this stuff down. You got your pen and your pad, because action takers are money makers. And the first action that an action taker takes is to take notes. So I know you're taking notes because all of you on this line, you know, you're the greatest, right? So let's do it. I'm Candace. I'm a revenue growth strategist. I teach people how to grow their revenue without using their labor. I like you to put your money in your pocket and keep it there. I want you to make all of the money in your speaking career. I want you to make all of the money coaching and doing all the stuff you're doing, but more than making the money, I want to teach you how to keep it in your pocket. That's so important, because it really doesn't matter how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. So what can you do, right? What can you do to fix it? Well, I'm gonna give you some tips, and I'm ready because we're gonna get in it now. I hope you're ready. And put your seatbelt on and fasten all of that good stuff, because we got it. We're coming. All right, here we go. The first thing you should do is claim your free gift. All right, claim your free gift. Put it in your phone. Grab your phone and text the word gift, G-I-F-T, text the word gift to the phone number 501-200-4273. I'm gonna say that again. It's 501-200-4273. Text the word gift so that you can get what I call your tax deductions cheat sheet. This is going to give you a list of tax deductions, tells you what you qualify for, gives you the opportunity to jumpstart your life into living that tax-free life that you want to live, and knowing what you qualify for as a business owner. It's so important that you understand that you qualify no matter if you have a home-based business, a small business, a brick and mortar, doesn't matter. Business in America is business. We qualify for the same tax deductions as the McDonald's on every corner. We qualify for the same tax deductions as the Walmart, as the Target, there we go. All those things. Business is business in America, and you qualify, but you got to know the rules to the game, because if you go to a basketball game with a football, you're in trouble. Unless you LeBron James, because I think you know how to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? All right, so text the word gift. All right, I wanted to make sure you got this. Text the word gift to the phone number 501-200-4273. Let's keep moving. Now, what's the next thing you can do? You can make sure that you turn your regular expenses into business expenses. I'm gonna say that again. You want to turn your regular expenses into business expenses. Well, what does that look like in your life? We went over this past Thursday. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but I want to make sure I cover a couple of basic things before I get deep into some stuff that you really want to hear, right? Well, turning your regular expenses looks like, well, your cell phone. You turn your cell phone bill, you use your cell phone for business and personal, well, you get to write off the business portion. Your internet at your home. If you have a website or you run your business through Facebook, which is also a social media platform, you need the internet, so that's 100% tax deductible on your taxes. Auto expenses, driving your car, mileage, things like that. Memberships. Yes, your BSN membership. Yes, BSN, come on. All of your memberships and subscriptions are tax deductible. These things you use for your business. Continuing education. When you go and you hire a coach, right? The lady just before us, she was awesome. She said she's a coach. Well, if you hire her, that's a tax deduction. I guess I'm promoting you, honey. Tax deduction. Come on. If you're in the chat, make sure you put in the chat tax deduction. Actually, just put it in there anyway. If you're not in the chat, put it in the chat, put it in the Zoom, put it in there, tax deduction. I need to make sure you hear me and that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Let's keep going. Travel expenses is another area, and I'm going to expound on this a little more, but I want you to make sure you understand how you can turn your regular expenses, the things you do every single day, into a tax deduction, into a write-off on your taxes. The things that were just regular expenses, right? What's a regular expense? Your cell phone, regular expense. You're going to pay for that cell phone. You know we need our cell phones. The internet, a regular expense. All these things that you're paying for now begin to be written off on your taxes. I'm repeating it because I need you to make sure you got it. Now let's go a little bit deeper. I promised on Thursday that we would go deeper today. So let me go a little bit deeper. Now, many times when we look at driving a car, and this little girl is so cute, right? When we look at driving our car, right, we're like, I'm gonna just drive over here. And most times, especially entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, we get in our cars and we're not intentional about how we drive. And we're not intentional about, well, when I get in that car, I should always have business in mind. When I get in that car, I should be tracking my mileage with the Miles IQ app, or with the QuickBooks Self-Employed app, or with the TaxBot app. We're not intentional about it, right? So you just get in the car and drive. Well, No more doing that, because then if you do, you'll be looking like this picture that every time you get in your car, if you don't turn your car into a money-making machine, then you're throwing, let's say, $20 out the window every time you get in the car, because your mileage can be counted, because your gas can be counted, because your auto insurance can be counted, because your, what is that? Your tires, your maintenance, your repair, the oil changes, all those things can be counted. Again, going back to turning your regular expenses into business expenses. Put that in your chat. Turn your regular expenses into business expenses. All these things are deductible, but if you don't keep the records, if you don't keep it, be intentional about what you're doing and turning these things and making these things happen, guess what? You throw $20 out the window every time you get in the car. And if you want to do that, just go ahead and give me the 20. All right, I'll take the 20. All right, so we want you to turn your car into a money-making machine. You're gonna drive that car anyway. Go ahead and I'm gonna give y'all an extra tip because I like y'all. I like you a lot. Let's do it. The extra tip is to make it even more deductible by getting yourself, like on your logo, you got a brand, right? Your logo, you put it as a sticker on your car, right? It doesn't have to be huge. It could just be a little sticker that promotes your business on your car. So everywhere you go, your car is a driving advertisement. Ooh, that was good. I know, it was good. Write it down, take a picture, you got it. I'm gonna keep going, all right? Let's do it. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you write off your college tuition? I want you to think about this. Can you write off college tuition? Now, if you have children and you know they're getting ready to go to school and you know they kids, but they're not kids. At least they think they're grown, right? You got kids. Can you write off their college tuition? What about their wedding ceremony? What about that? Probably not. No, those things are just stuff that's happening and you like, dang, it costs a lot of money. Well, guess what? You can actually hire your children in your business. And when I say your children, let's be very clear. I'm gonna give you a couple of strategies today. You can actually hire any child. Oh, I hope you got it. You can actually hire any child that's under the age of 17 and still use these rules that I'm about to give you. Come on, I'm ready to give it to you. Let's go. You can hire your children, right? Hire your children in your business, pay them up to $12,000 per year per child. Oh, I said it. Yes, I'm gonna say it again because you may have missed it. I know you're taking notes and you're like, Candace, give me 1 second because you're going a little fast. I got you. I'm gonna repeat it about 5 times. All right, here we go. You can pay your children up to $12,000 per child. It's a tax deduction for you and tax-free for the child. Now, slow down. My pastor would say, shout out to St. Mark Baptist Church. My pastor would say that when I slow down, that's the good stuff. I said you can write off your children up to $12,000 per child. Make sure you leave your digital footnote and put this in the chat because somebody gonna miss it and you want to help them, right? Up to $12,000 per child. Now it's 12,000 and some change, but let me use simple words today, okay? Simple language. Up to $12,000 per child is tax deductible for you and tax-free for the child. Now, what does that look like? You go, and I'm gonna give y'all all the juice today. All right. Normally I make people pay me for this stuff, but I'm gonna give it to all of y'all today. Let's do it. Because it's a love season, right? Why not give it away free? Your hands are open. Let's do it. Okay. You go to the bank, right? At your bank, and you open up what's called a custodial account. I'm giving you all of it, okay? You open up a custodial account, and inside of that custodial account, it'll have your name and your child's name. It's a custodial account because the child's name is first, and they're under the age of 18. All right, we got it. Both of your names are on it. You get a debit card that you keep. You don't have to get a kid the debit card if you don't want to. You keep the card. Got it? Now, the child goes to work every week by doing the lawn, cleaning up, sweeping the floors at your home like they normally do, right? Washing the clothes, doing the laundry like they normally do, right? Absolutely. They may post on your social media. This is their job description, just like if you worked at a regular job. Your job description is to do these things because what we call domestic work is to clean up and to do the laundry, to wash the dishes, to take the trash out. That's janitorial work. Yeah, all those things, right? We do all of that. We have a nice job description. They do these things every week and we pay them on a regular basis for their job. It could be every 2 weeks, it could be every month, but you write the check and put the check into the custodial account. So let's say yourbusiness.com writes a check for the custodial account that you and your child's name is on. Here we go. You got me? You with me? Let's keep going. When you write the check, now the money's in there and you get to write off wages. That's the wage. When the child needs to go to college, or when the child needs to get school clothes, or when the child needs to, let's say, pay for the wedding ceremony, because, you know, a whole lot of different things going on these days. It's a way to save money. Build it up. Here we go. Let's keep going. You swipe the card, and it's equivalent to you actually writing it off. It's not, you don't write off the school clothes. You just swipe the card. You write off the wages. Oh, it's amazing. And then at the first of the year, you got proof of wages because you wrote the check and it's there. That proof is there. You give it to your tax professional. All the stuff is done properly. And guess what? You just wrote off school clothes. Guess what? You just wrote off daycare. Come on, daycare, because you know that stuff is expensive. You just wrote off the meal that you eat at McDonald's whenever they're hungry, because instead of me swiping my card, I swipe my child's custodial card, which is synonymous to us paying wages. I hope y'all got it, because you can do up to $12,000 per child. You could really hire anybody, but to do a child employee is slightly different, and you want to be very smart about how you're doing it. Your children, your grandchildren, your niece, your nephew, just make sure you set it up properly and get those write-offs. Man, I grew up with my parents. My parents, we had 5 kids in the house, and I bet my parents wish they would have known this information. It was 5 of us. A whole lot of us. So that's a whole lot that you can be putting back into your pocket. And this has nothing to do with the child tax credit. It has nothing to do with your other portions of the credits you get for your kids. This is just for business. I'm gonna keep going, Brian. I'm almost done. Okay, I'm almost done. I hope they got it. I'm super excited. One of the other things, it's the last thing I'm gonna tell you today that you gotta do in order to jumpstart your life into living a tax-free life, is to turn your vacation into a paycation. Yes, I mentioned it the other night, but now I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Okay. You got to turn your vacation, baby, into a paycation. I know you like, Kenz, you're so excited about this tax stuff. I'm so excited because I'm going to teach you how to put some more money in your pocket. Now, you know, no, we're not traveling right now, right? We're not doing much traveling right now, but when it open up, we know we're going to be everywhere. Yes, we are. All right. So when you think about it, right, when it's safe, you're going to be everywhere. I didn't say go right now. Let's be smart about it. But here we go. When it's safe, we're going to go out and we're going to travel, right? We're going to be all across the world, going places. It's so important that you plan your trip ahead of time. You know that you didn't just jump up and say, I'm going to Africa tomorrow, or I'm going to Paris tomorrow, or I'm going to the Dominican Republic tomorrow. You didn't just do that. It normally is a trip you plan for, you pay for it in advance. Well, guess what? When you're paying for it in advance, go ahead and set up your meetings that you're going to have on that trip in advance. You send the email to the person that you're going to have the meeting with in advance that talks about the date that you're going to meet while you're on the trip. You talk about how you're either going to a conference while you're on that trip. You can work it out, fix it. If you're in wellness, I'm going to give you some more juice. If you're in wellness, you could do a wellness retreat with the people you went on the trip with. So now it's an internal thing going on, to where we send messages and emails internally about our schedule for our retreat that we happen to have a good time on. Oh, that's real good. I know it is. I'm so excited because I'm giving y'all the juice and I'm telling you how to really turn your life into a tax-free, really everything. But you got to know the rules to the game. You got to make sure the documentation is there. You have to do your part so that you can keep your money. Now, if you're telling me that I got to spend an extra 10 minutes to send an email that can save me $10,000, I'll send all the emails you want me to send. Come on, let's do it. So turn your vacation into a paycation. Send the emails before. Run an ad. I'm going to give you one more. Okay, one more. I got to give you one more, Brian. I'm going to give it to him for you, Brian. This is for you. When you get ready to travel, let's say you stay in the States, do an ad in the newspaper or on Facebook in that area, in that geographical location. If you do everything online, do it in the newspaper, whatever you want to do. Run an ad for you expanding your business in the area. And then now when you go, you're doing business expansion. You want to meet with new clients. And that ad shows proof that, oh, that was a business trip when they took that business trip. When she said she went to New York to meet with clients, here's the ad right here, because you'll have proof in your documentation that it's an ad right here that shows that she was even doing it and she planned it in advance. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. I'm done. I hope you got it. I hope you got it, Brian. I think I'm at my time. I think what I want to make sure that I stress to you all, that the hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax, okay? I'm using this information, I'm putting it in layman's terms so you can understand that there's so many things you qualify for. That quote came from Albert Einstein. There's so many things you qualify for, but you have to be able to surround yourself with people that know a little bit more in that area than you. You have to make sure you hire people based around what they offer you and the services that they can provide that'll help you get to the next level. If you have somebody now, that's wonderful. I think it's beautiful. But if I just taught you some new stuff, you want to start interviewing new tax professionals. And I say interviewing, we did the session on Thursday. Make sure you go watch the replay. I gave you 10 questions to ask your tax professional. Go start interviewing the people that you're working with. Make sure that they're going to fit where you're going, because where you are right now is not where you're going to stay. You need someone that's going to grow with you. Okay, come on, grow with you. So I'm excited, Ryan. I want you all to make sure that you can contact me if you need some assistance. Text the word TALK, T-A-L-K. Text the word TALK to my my phone number is 501-200-4273. That's my text line. Text the word TALK, and you're going to get a link. It's going to tell you, hey, I'd love to speak with you. I'd love to do a consultation. They're 15 minutes, they're free, and we'll talk about what we need to do with one another to help you to get to the next level. If you just have some questions, I'm okay with that too. Just text that word TALK and schedule an appointment with me. And I'm looking forward to working with you and showing you how to grow your revenue without using your labor. So I'm super excited, Brian. That's my time. I think that's my time, and it's back over to you.
Look, that is absolutely phenomenal. Like I'm looking at the comments. I don't even think people could keep up with all that. You got people trying to figure out how to have a baby. Let's see. That was great. Absolutely. And so some of the things that I really took away from that, number one, you know, I don't know if I can get Marshall to do one of those like BSN logos for my car, but what a great, maybe, can we do like license plate holders? Can we do like license plate? All right, so like some branded license. Yeah, maybe let's talk about that. Marshall, Marshall, if you're listening, let's get that done. And yes, we all should be taking vacations. So many comments. So make sure you text Candace. Make sure that you stay connected. She is absolutely ready to help you guys get more money in your pocket. Well.